So I grew up in Riverside on Rural Lane, just one block away from Riverside High School. My dad, Ken, was a quality control inspector with Kelsey Hayes here in town. My mother was a supervisor responsible for production at the Windsor Trim Plant for General Motors. My two brothers, Mark and Phil. So Phil works actually for the Canada Border Services Agency. He's a Border Services officer here in Windsor. And my brother Mark works as a industrial electrician here in Windsor at a auto manufacturing plant. I went to grade school at St. Wilfrid Elementary School, and when I graduated from there, a couple blocks away, went over to Riverside High School, went to the grade 12 program up until that point in time. Throughout my adolescence, I was involved with the Army Cadets, and was originally going into the military, following my brother's footsteps, but recognizing that there was some interest within me towards the area of law enforcement. And when I graduated from grade 12, the guidance counselor provided me with some information regarding the program that was available at St. Clair, and I applied to the Law and Security Administration program here at St. Clair College, the Windsor campus. I was accepted, and in September I started, of 1987, started a 2-year program. Between my first and second year, the Canada Customs and Excise Department had a summer student program, and my first summer job was as a summer customs inspector. I graduated from Law and Security in May of 1989. I started on May 6th in 1989 as a customs inspector, and I spent 2 years at the Ambassador Bridge. After those 2 years as an inspector, I was assigned to their customs drug team, where I worked very closely with other law enforcement agencies such as the Windsor Police Service, OPP, and the Royal Canadian Mounted Police here in Windsor. So I spent approximately a year and a half in the drug team, and a number of opportunities came up for promotion, and I applied to become a regional intelligence officer. So as an intelligence officer, I spent 2.5 years at the RCMP working in their drug section. In 2001, I was promoted to Chief of Intelligence Operations, so I was responsible for a unit of approximately 32 intelligence officers, intelligence analysts. Following my experience as Chief of Intelligence Operations, I undertook a couple of developmental opportunities, working as a Chief of Operations at the Ambassador Bridge, and also worked as the District Director for the Ambassador Bridge operations. In 2009, I was promoted to District Director of the Windsor Tunnel, and had undertaken that responsibility for almost 9 months before being approached to work in my headquarters in Ottawa. So at my present time, I'm the Director of Intelligence Development and Field Support for the Canada Border Services Agency. The team that has been applied through Law and Security, the various instructors, also my colleagues, my classmates, everyone was really working together to improve you as a student. It's not to improve one individual within the class, it's to make the whole group better and stronger. My wife, Kim, I definitely have to recognize that without her I would not be where I am today. My wife actually graduated from the nursing program in 1989, and we were engaged just shortly after our graduation, and were married in 1991. So I have 3 great children, my daughter Brittany, my sons Nicholas and Brandon. Coming here today, I was quite amazed by the transformation that the college has undertaken in the last 3 or 4 years, especially with the expansion of the number of services down into the core area. Many of the programs that are now offered today hold true to the idea that the college actually delivers a practical experience. So by making the programs available to students in their area of interest, and providing that actual life experience in that area of study, was something that actually attracted me to looking at St. Clair College, as opposed to maybe a university program where you actually get to practice many of the theories and teachings that you gain here within the various programs here at St. Clair College. A prospective student, if they were looking at coming to the St. Clair College to expand their post-secondary education, one of the definite benefits is having persons delivering these courses with actual real-life experience. So whether it be firefighters, whether it be nurses who have actually delivered nursing care to customs and immigration officers who are now involved in the Border Services program, or police officers who are now involved in the Police Foundations course. That's something that St. Clair College excels at offering compared to many of the other post-secondary programs that are out there, where you learn more about theory as opposed to the actual practical work that needs to be delivered.